What up? It's your boy T Burn, the reaction. Today's Wrestle Wednesday. So usually I don't do videos that that's descriptive narrated videos, like from WrestleMania or Wrestle What Culture and all that. But sometimes when there's information like this, and if it's reacted to by the one who kept kicking in a roll, shout out to him, Clutch Squad's right there. It's interesting. Check this out. And I thought this was interesting. Want to check out from WrestleMania. I don't know how you say it. Which WWE weapons are fake and which are real? That always been a good question about some of these weapons, whether it's chairs, pie. Now, the only ones I know for sure is fake, cause ain't no way in hell you would hit somebody with like that. And the real thing is anything that's like metal, like pipes and stuff like that. Cause you hit somebody like the way you hit somebody on wrestling with a pipe, a real life pipe, that motherfucker gonna be dead. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Or guy will have brain damage, badly injured, or whatever. I'm just saying. So yeah, other than that, who else? And the hammers at time too, because you hit somebody with a hammer the way you do, you gonna fuck somebody up for life, for real. Even kill the person. But anyway, let's check out which WWE weapons are fake and which is real. Let's get it. Fire! Yeah, Joey Styles.
Despite wrestling being predetermined, certain elements of wrestling must be executed perfectly in order for wrestlers not to be seriously injured. This extends to the in-ring work itself and the moves in the matches.
I know the stuff's gotta be fake too, because like saying that's again, you put somebody on metal stuff like that, you're gonna fucking for real life.
Relation to whenever weapons are incorporated into a match. Wrestling fans have always loved matches that involve weapons. Such as ladders, steel chairs, and tables have been fan favorites for decades. From the iconic
the chairs popularity too. The chairs I'm questionable about this. It's here and there, as well as some tables though. I think the tables are real though, but the chairs and ladder, it's like 50-50 for me on that one. This is the main one. I think they're the two main ones I want to know if they're real fake.
Hardcore matches in ECW to the TLC matches in the early 2000s, wrestling fans have often wondered, are the chairs actually made of steel, or is the barbed wire actually real barbed wire?
Yeah, that I would like to know too.
You might be surprised. When it comes to weapons, you would be shocked to learn that the vast majority of weapons used are 100% real.
What the hell, Morrison has gotten mine here?
But with that being said, join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 WWE weapons and their secrets exposed.
Like the little beat, the little trap beat for other.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos.
WrestleMania. Oh yeah, my man pulled out a change. I remember that too.
Number 1,
tables. Here we go. Yes. Get the tables.
Since the inception of the tables match in WWE at the Royal Rumble 2000, when the Hardy Boys would face off against the Dudley Boys, the tables match has become one of the WWE's most popular match types. Introducing a table into a match has become a surefire way to get the crowd instantly invested in the match, and a wrestler being put through a table will indeed get one of the biggest reactions of the entire show.
He didn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, wait a minute. Sure he did. Don't wait, hang on. Oh, bomb! Throw the table!
As for the tables themselves, they are made from extremely thin chipboard, meaning they can barely maintain the weight of a single human being.
That's explain why they be breaking so easy, like the one they show at Triple H.
Or when someone falls or goes through the table, it instantly implodes, making an explosive noise in the process. The table is one of the safest weapons in wrestling, mainly because there isn't too much additional pain for the wrestlers to take.
She took that.
Through. Although we must admit that the metal poles holding up the table may cause some damage. It has also been known for tables not to break on occasion. This is usually when the wrestler doesn't land in the middle of the table, which can look kind of awkward on television, and usually means the wrestler has to be put through the table again. As for the Japanese table, well, those are normally actually made out of real wood, hence why they never break.
I figured that, but that one with RVD and 3D shit. Damn. Yeah, then when the tables don't break, and you add Lucian Underground, because on that table, oh my god, y'all saw when I watched the Lucian Underground best moments, booze and all that. So that table look like it hurts.
Number 2. Kendo sticks.
Okay, now this
The
one's a good
kendo
one.
stick has become one of the most popular weapons
This
in
is a
modern
good one.
WWE.
This is a good
This
one.
is mainly because it's one of the safest.
I feel like
and
that
risk
might
of
not be
injury
real.
From a blow from
Then,
the way.
then again, I don't think Keno's still really supposed to really like hurt like that, or they supposed to be like hurt, just like almost like him with a
It's
stick.
extremely
Let me
low.
we'll
The
find
kendo
out.
stick itself is made from hollow wood and breaks apart after just a few strikes.
Yeah.
The tape on both sides of the sticks allows the stick to stay together for a few shots without breaking off into little pieces, which could seriously injure someone.
Okay.
The dangers of the kendo stick can be seen when watching the WWE One Night Stand pay-per-view in 2008, when the Big Show was seriously injured by a defective kendo stick.
Oh, that's why it
Recently, though,
says
the
blade.
kendo stick has somewhat become forever damaged as a threatening and imposing weapon. Following the infamous Bayley vs Alexa Bliss kendo stick on a pole match that did no favors for the aura around the weapon or the two women in the match itself. Number 3, the garbage can.
Nah, I know that gotta be
Garbage
fake.
can is actually one of the weapons that is completely different from the traditional garbage can you see lying around your home. The ones featured on WWE television are made out of aluminum or tin.
Yeah,
This
I
means
figured.
The can itself is no thicker than a can of soda or beer.
Right.
This means the can does little to no damage on the wrestler being
I
hit
figured
by
that.
it, which is always a good result when it comes to a weapon used in wrestling. Surprisingly, it can actually help a move be less painful for a wrestler to take.
I
For
figured
instance, when
that.
Shane
Yeah, I figured the trash cans were fake. I figured that out because, like, a trash can like that, or like if it's metal like that, it ain't gonna bend that easily. For real, I figured that.
Man hits the coast to
That
coast.
should be feeling like a
garbage
damn
can
aluminum
uses
foil,
softens
for
the
real.
blow for the wrestler, meaning they get a cushioned
Yeah,
impact
yes.
rather than the full force of Shane
Okay,
McMahon
so
crashing
yeah,
into them.
so when it get hit against him, it's opposite. I like it.
Boot first. Number 4, thumbtacks.
Now I know they gotta be
Thumbtacks, to
real.
the surprise of many, are actually the real deal.
I figured
Thumbtacks
that.
don't need much of an explanation, as the consequences of a wrestler coming
I
into
figured
contact
that.
with the tacks is quite
Ooh,
self-explanatory.
miss.
As soon as a
Oh,
wrestler
miss.
takes a move on
Oh,
the
yeah.
unforgiving tacks, damage is instantly noticeable, and this is usually followed by blood and agony. Thumbtacks were extremely common in ECW, and then later in the Attitude Era in matches featuring Mick Foley. They would slowly disappear from WWE television following WWE reverting back to a very PG product. However, they would make a rare appearance at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view in 2016 in a match between Dean Ambrose
Oh yeah,
and Chris
he got Jericho good.
Jericho, who took a bump in the tacks for the first time in his career, stated that the anticipation for the bump in the tacks was worse than the actual bump itself.
Oh, this is
Foley
his
would
first
reveal
time.
a little trick when he stated that if the bump is taken on a large surface area such as the back, the pain is quote-unquote less severe
I
as it
figured.
spreads it out.
I figured.
He also mentioned taking the tacks out is actually much worse. and the
Ooh,
pain
I
resides for
can
several
imagine.
days.
I can
Number
imagine.
5, barbed
Here
wire.
we go.
The usage of barbed wire in WWE is actually quite complex, as they vary when they use real genuine barbed wire or they opt for fake barbed wire for the safety of the wrestlers in the match. Notably, in Mick Foley's autobiography, he discussed his match with Triple H at the 2000 Royal Rumble. The match itself heavily features a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. Foley revealed that real barbed wire was used whenever Triple H would use the barbed wire bat on him.
Oh.
However, when Triple H would be hit with a bat, fake barbed wire would be used. It's unknown.
Yo, Mick is a crazy motherfucker. I figured that. So yeah, Mick's crazy, man. So he'll take the real ball wire while he used the fake on Triple H. That was his shit right there.
Just how fake the less than genuine barbed wire is, but speculation suggests that if fake barbed wire is used,
Really,
the tips
Dean?
of it are rubber, meaning the wrestler won't be seriously hurt. On occasion, wrestlers opt to use the genuine stuff for dramatic effect. For instance, Batista in his Hell in a Cell match in 2005 against Triple H opted to use the genuine barbed wire to get the best results possible. Number 6. The guitar. The
That's a
guitar
good
is a
one.
weapon made famous by Jeff
Jeff
Jarrett.
Jarrett.
His trademark guitar was often used as a weapon to smash over his opponent's head. The spot in question where Jarrett would hit someone with a guitar would always look great on television because the guitar would explode on the person's head and
Nicole
make a loud
Bass.
noise, which looked incredibly effective. But the guitars themselves are actually
Didn't she
genuine
pass away?
guitars. However, they are shaved off completely on the inside, making them incredibly light and incredibly
Elias
breakable the
gone.
moment they are smashed over a wrestler's head. Now we all know what
Hold a sec. I'm looking because I'm trying to remember. Didn't she pass away, Nicole Bass? Yeah, she passed away in 2017. Oh, I didn't know she was. Well, I should have figured that. She's 6'2", but yeah. I should have figured she was tall, but I didn't know she was like 6'2", but yeah.
you're thinking. Well, the
Oh,
case where
yeah.
Jake Roberts was hit over the head
Oh,
with a guitar
that was
by the
real
Honky
one.
Tonk Man was actually a solid guitar.
I figured,
hence his
'cause that
real-life
didn't break
injury.
easily.
Jake Roberts once told in a shoot interview that the person who was in charge of getting the guitar was Pat Patterson's partner.
Well, that guy went to a guitar shop and thought, well, Vince would want the best. So they got a proper guitar, man.
Number 7, glass. Whenever
Oh,
you see
here
a
we
wrestler
go.
go through a glass window on WWE
Always wanted
television or
that.
be hit with a glass object of some kind, despite the sound and damage looking very similar to the impact that would come from the damage of normal glass, it is in fact sugar glass.
Okay.
Sugar glass is completely safe to use. Well, when used in the correct capacity, that is. Despite glass in the WWE being extremely safe, disaster would strike in the match between Kurt Angle
Oh,
and Shane McMahon in
yeah.
the 2001
He
King of the
tore.
Ring.
He got
In one of the
tore.
most brutal
Shane got
matches of all
tore
time,
up.
Angle would suplex Shane through panels of glass. However, they wouldn't smash on impact, and Shane's head would bounce off the glass and land on the
yeah.
concrete below.
Ooh.
It took numerous attempts for the glass to break. The reason for this is because WWE had forgotten to rig the glass and actually used plexiglass instead of the sugar glass. The match was so brutal due to the mistakes with the glass that Shane needed 50 stitches following the match.
Damn.
Number 8, the sledgehammer.
Oh.
The sledgehammer has an interesting...
Now this is a good, interesting one. Hoping it didn't freeze up when I was doing it the whole time. Now this will be an interesting one though. This will be an interesting one to check out though. Cause reason why I said it, cause Triple H used it. He don't actually hit you with the glass. He pushes you up like he put his fist on his face. He puts his fist on the hand, gets the hammer, and not used it though. Let me go back to the Kurt Angle one, just in case that thing froze up before y'all. I'm sorry.
Angle would suplex Shane through panels
Hold
of
up.
glass. However, they wouldn't smash on impact, and
Time out,
Shane's
time
head
out.
would bounce off the glass and land.
Yeah, I'm getting cold over like crazy. Give me a quick second. Alright.
Time, Angle would suplex Shane through panels of glass. However, they wouldn't smash on impact, and Shane's head would bounce off the glass
yeah.
and land on the concrete
He
below.
got jacked up that
It
match.
took numerous attempts for the glass to
He
break.
got
The reason for this
jacked up.
is because WWE had forgotten to rig the glass and actually used plexiglass instead of the sugar glass. The match was so brutal due to the mistakes with the glass that Shane needed 50 stitches
Damn.
following the match. Number 8, the sledgehammer.
Here we go.
The sledgehammer has an interesting history in WWE. Introduced by Triple H in 1999 as his primary weapon. Initially, it was a fake sledgehammer that was used
figured.
whenever Triple H would use the weapon on his opponents. The fake sledgehammer would contain a rubber head attached to a wooden
Okay.
base. The only time a real sledgehammer would be used is when Triple H would use it on something such as a casket, just as he did on an episode of Raw in 1999. The usage of the sledgehammer would drastically change forever at WrestleMania 17. This was in the match between The Undertaker and Triple H, as Triple H would hit The Undertaker with the sledgehammer head, as The Undertaker would raise Triple H up for the last ride. Unfortunately, the sledgehammer broke, which forced The Undertaker to suffer a nasty cut. From that point onwards, WWE would opt for Triple H to use a real sledgehammer. He would
Okay.
then proceed to use his hand to cover up the metal
Yeah.
parts of the hammer, so no harm would be caused to the other wrestler. Number 9, ladders.
Here we go. That's a
Since
good
the
one.
first ladder match in the WWE between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in 1992, the ladder
Okay.
match has attained a status as one of the most popular matches in WWE history. Now, the ladder is used in 2 instances during a match. It is used as an instrument for the wrestlers to climb to win the match, but it's also used as a weapon. This naturally means that the ladder must be strong enough to contain the body weight of wrestlers, but also safe enough to be used as a weapon. The structure of the ladder is slightly different to a traditional ladder. The steel used in the ladder is hollow, so it's lighter and it's safer to
Okay.
hit a fellow wrestler
Nice.
with. Additionally, the center of the ladder is made to be much weaker. This is for
I
spots
figured.
where wrestlers put through a ladder, which is often seen in the Money
I
in the Bank
figured that.
matches. Despite the ladders being made slightly differently than traditional ladders, ladder matches and then later TLC matches have caused countless injuries.
Oh,
For instance, the
yeah.
three teams who made the concept of the TLC famous, that being the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian, who all cite the matches with ladders as reasons why they still have injuries to this very day.
Ooh, and
And
then
number 10, steel chairs.
and Joey Mercury. Oh, yep, here we go.
The steel chair is probably the most iconic weapon in WWE history. Incorporated into several famous matches and segments throughout history, fans have often wondered if steel chairs
Hold on, it did cover lower again, so make sure it didn't freeze the whole time.
10. Steel chairs. The steel chair is probably the most iconic weapon in WWE history. Incorporated into several famous matches and segments throughout history,
Oh yeah.
fans have often wondered if steel chairs are all that WWE makes them out to be. The fact is, the steel chairs
This
are
match,
legit.
yes.
The only difference between the chairs seen on WWE televisions and normal steel chairs is that the rivets are broken. This means that the chairs can be folded completely flat, which makes them safer to hit a fellow wrestler with. Now, there was a time where wrestlers would take chair shots to the head on a regular basis. Unfortunately, due to research into concussions and issues relating to blows to the head, chair shots to the head have been officially banned in WWE. Former WCW World Champion Diamond Dallas Page recently discussed the dangers of the chair shot on Joe Rogan's podcast. He discussed how in preparation for the infamous Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman vs DDP and Karl Malone match in WCW, DDP had to explain the importance of the execution of the chair shot to Rodman. He would explain to Rodman that the steel chair must always be kept completely flat when performing a chair shot, or it could end up seriously injuring a fellow wrestler. Injuries of course still happen today with chair shots, as seen when Shawn Spears hit Cody over the head with one.
Yeah.
But there you have it, guys. The secrets behind WWE weapons.
This was a good informative video right here, for real. Like I said, definitely definitely something I wanted to look forward to. About the weapons though, like the tables, I like figured so the tables were like slightly real, just made thin. And we had next the kendo sticks were somewhat real. I figured the garbage can wasn't real. Tax, I figure it's real because that shit look like it hurts anyway. The ball wire, so it's like depends on who used it. That was crazy. And Mick Foley's a crazy motherfucker. The guitars I figured was fake though. Ain't no way a guitar break that easily. So the glass is somewhat fake as well too, because it's sugar glass. And what was the next one? The hammer. I shouldn't. The hammer had, like I said, you ain't gonna be hitting nobody upside the head with a hammer, though. Know what I'm saying? Because a real like hammer, because you gonna kill that motherfucker, especially a sledgehammer. Boy, I see they. But like I said, he always held his hand against the ladder though. So I guess when you swing at the body is a fake one, like he did, like when Kurt Angle did it to Triple H that one time. But yeah, and the chair shots, so they are real. Just you gotta make sure they always flat. That's why it just CZW be doing some wild shit. But other than that, if you like more reaction, like, share, subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.